Welcome back, Alpha Hunters. It is a great and wonderful Hump Day Wednesday. That is right. We are halfway through this week already. And what is going on today in the markets? Nice little gap down to start the day here on the SPY. Roughly 0.4% of a gap down. Yeah, you can see right after that, it just went bullish. Like, people just took the opportunity to just hit the buy button this morning as soon as the market opened. And then, that lasted, about an hour and 20 minutes or so. And then we had a nice little drawdown for, about 3 hours until about, I don't know, maybe about 30, about 30 minutes ago. And then a nice little rise here. So that's kind of the pace and feel today. We did have a little bit of volatility. You can see a pretty large lower wick there. About an hour ago, we had the 10-year bond auction that did happen from the U.S. Treasury. So, yeah, there's that. A little bit of volatility. We'll see what yields, if they had any volatility. Oh, maybe they did. Maybe they did. Take a look at the Qs. Qs, yeah, pretty good gap down. Traded higher. Pretty strong. They actually gapped down pretty good, too. They gapped down roughly 0.6% there on the Qs. And, yeah, about the same thing. Pulled back. A little bit of a rise here with the past 30 minutes. Okay. IWM, nice gap down here. Currently down 0.8%. They did gap. The IWM did gap down around 1% there, and had a little bit of a rise. Kind of rolled over, kind of flattish here over the past hour or so. Okay, not really doing a whole lot. Just a pretty big gap down there on the IWM. The DIA though, take a look at this sucker. A little bit of a gap down, about 0.1% of a gap down, but look how, this thing just been climbing throughout the day. Looking pretty good. Currently up 1/3%, better than the other four that I usually track here. The RSP, nice little gap down here, rise, pulled back, nice little push past 30 minutes, up at the daily highs currently. Looking pretty good. Okay, so RSP looking pretty good. We might just be in a pullback mode, back down to maybe the moving averages. Do we continue to pull back tomorrow? It's a good possibility. Maybe we roll down a little bit towards the close today. We did break away from the moving averages. Obviously, we had a little bit of a breakout moment earlier this week. So, yeah, we might pull back a little bit more. Wouldn't be too concerned about it. DIA, though, getting above yesterday's high. Look like it wants to continue higher. That's looking pretty good there. The IWM, yeah, it might be just pulling back a little bit more. Okay, so IWM might be in pullback mode. Qs, we'll see if the Qs continue to push higher towards the close or if we pull back down. And if we do pull back down, maybe we just pull down one more day, pull into the moving averages, find some support and bounce. We'll have to take a quick. We'll have to see what happens, I guess, by the end of the week. But the thing is, it's kind of a tough spot to try to be bullish or bearish. Like, I can make the case either way. It's just, it's just in a spot. It might be a little choppy. SPY though, let's see, SPY. Yeah, I wouldn't be expecting crazy movements right now, right? We had 3 pretty good days there in a row. Got above these moving averages. Maybe we just go sideways. Maybe we pull back a little bit more tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see. All right, let's take a look at that VIX. The VIX continues to pull down. We are back down to the lows that we were at basically back in late March, right before we rolled over into April. So yeah, there we go. We continue to pull down there on the VIX. All right. The DXY, the dollar, continues to push higher. All right. So it's bouncing, pushing higher here. Okay. Do we have any volatility around that interest rate, the 10-year yield auction? Not really. Not really anything kind of going on there. Just nice little bounce here over the past couple hours. All right. GLD kind of just hanging out. Yeah, not really doing a whole lot. All right. And then the yields. All right, 10-year yields up about 0.75%. Looking pretty good. I'd say the one thing is it did clear this lower wick here the past 2 days, so maybe this is a retest and we'll drop off. And if we take a look and see what yields, kind of the reaction during that auction about an hour ago. Well, we didn't really have one. It was kind of not too much kind of going on. Like you couldn't even tell that there was an auction there. So kind of one of the more mooted auctions that we've had over the past few months. Usually they've been a little bit more volatile than that. 10 to 2 inversion. 10 to 2 inversion. Bounced a little bit today. All right, up a little bit. Not a really big deal yet. HYG down a little bit today. I mean, makes sense. Bond yields are up a little bit. Okay. We did have some pretty strong days. Okay. It might come down, bounce off the moving averages, and go higher. But the other ones, the LQD and TLT, don't look as good, right? The LQD got to this kind of spot here and was having a hard time getting through there. And so we'll see if this comes down, finds some support off the 10 and 20 moving averages, and then continues higher. Or if that was the retest, we'll roll over. I mean, it's good case you can make either way. TLT dropping off pretty good. Nice little island reversal here on the TLT. Doesn't really mean much because bonds and yields trade all the time. This is just an ETF that tracks the bond price. So it's not a. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Oh, that yeah, we'll have to just wait and see what we kind of get here on the bond prices. You know, did we just retest here over the past week, or was that the start of a move higher? We're gonna have moving averages kind of come up, support, and push higher here. We'll have to wait and see. All right, sector rotation for the day. Wow, utilities is up there again. That's a couple times over the past week that we've seen utilities really outperforming the stock market. That's an interesting one. So sector rotation, utilities doing pretty good. Financials also doing pretty good. Tech communications also outperforming on the day, in line with the market. Energies, and then underperformers is industrials, staples, healthcare. Their materials, discretionaries, and real estate. Yeah, discretionary is not having a great day yesterday. Tesla was really getting kind of hit, kind of hard there, but yields rising today. Real estate's down. I mean, yields aren't rising all that much, but they are rising. Real estate's getting hit. There you go. Utilities, you have seen the intraday buying action, so utilities definitely the during the day's performance leader. Communications doing pretty good there. Tech, energies, discretionaries outperforming during the day. In line with the markets, financials, underperformers, industrials, real estate, materials, staples, and healthcare at the lower end of the day. All right, taking a look through the energies. What do we got going on? Crude oil, nice little drop off, lower wick. That's like two lower wicks, kind of back to back days there, but they made lower lows, which, yeah, that's if we, I mean, if we just have a bearish day tomorrow, we just close down here. I would say below 78. I mean, we're probably going to be moving lower. Okay, well, that's an interesting look there. All right, how does gasoline look? Gasoline continuing to drop off. Okay, so that would be a really concerning one for crude oil, is gasoline's dropping off like it is. So if gasoline continues to drop, I mean, crude oil is going to wind up dropping as well. Heating oil, which has been somewhat better here recently, the past few days. Yeah, I mean, it's still trying to hold it, but I don't know if it's going to. Just more sideways price action here on heating oil.